Welcome back to Small Time Critics. My name is Mohammed Hashi. I've never done an intro before. This is new. Today I'm going to do a quick kind of catch up on Fargo Season 5. The guys haven't caught up yet. I'm up to date so far. I think it's one of the best TV shows to come out in 2023. I've really enjoyed it. And I just wanted to talk about it for a bit. Do all the stuff that Mo and Kem always say in regards to liking and subscribing, comment, bell notification, all that good stuff would be much appreciated. So yeah, let me just get into it. For me, Fargo has been a great TV series. I was initially very skeptical because I really enjoyed the movie, the 1996 Coen Brothers movie, DP'd by the great Roger Deakins. Again, one of the best kind of like crime thrillers out there. And then when I heard that Noah Hawley, the creator, the writer and director of most of the episodes, wanted to do a TV adaptation, I was very skeptical and I didn't really want it to happen, if I'm being honest with you. And then we had that first great season with Martin Freeman and Billy Bob Thornton, which was just outstanding, and I couldn't believe how good it was, how well they were doing the accents. So once that series went so well, I was like, wow, like how are they going to kind of beat this? And then they did a season 2, and they went to the like 1970s, I believe, and then they knocked that out of the park. They had Jesse Plemons, Kirsten Dunst, they had Patrick Wilson. It was just incredible. And that season was absolutely fantastic. And then you have the season 3, which wasn't the best. It had Ewan McGregor, Richard Thewlis. And that was okay. Oh, sorry, the great Mary Elizabeth Winstead as well, who we all love. And then, again, that series didn't really kind of live up to the first 2, season 3. And then you had season 4 that had many issues. One being released right in the middle of the pandemic, which wasn't fair on the show. Having Chris Rock be the lead, who isn't the strongest of actors, so to speak. So, again, that season had its highs. It had Jesse Buckley. It had its highs and just really didn't kind of come out the blocks, if I'm being honest with you. Didn't really kind of take off. And ultimately didn't live up to the kind of series thus far kind of thing. And now you have season 5. And season 5 is now gone all the way to our very near future of 2019, a year before the pandemic. Kind of going through a story that happened in and around that time. Obviously, it's based on true events, as we all know, kind of the opening where it says like these things are based on true events. Everything has stayed the same. But in terms of, I think, something about the survivors, that in terms of their identities have been changed, but everything has stayed the same, basically. The kind of same intro from the 1996 version. So we'll kind of refer to the movie as Fargo 96 when we refer to it, kind of thing. So with this new season, you have the Juno Temple character, who is Dorothy Lyon. Her husband Wayne calls her Dottie. She is someone who we first meet, who's kind of like being the typical kind of mum, going to kind of parents' evening, stuff like that. And you can immediately see that she's got something in her eye, kind of thing, and there's something else happening, like behind her eyes, kind of thing, and stuff like that in the background. And you don't really know what it is exactly. And she initially gets arrested and so forth, and in a very funny scene where people are going absolutely crazy in a parents' evening kind of thing, and it's very funny. Then you kind of go into the season kind of learning about her kind of living arrangements with her husband, Wayne Lyon, who is kind of the son of a empire of kind of like debt, like a debt collector kind of thing, like a loan shark, played by the great Jennifer Jason Leigh, who kind of has a, for want of another expression, kind of like a trophy husband kind of thing. And then we have the great John Hamm playing a kind of very kind of right-wing libertarian kind of I kind of I govern this great state kind of South Dakota in regards to like, what's the best way of kind of putting it? I would say maybe like he follows the Constitution as it was written, like olden times kind of way. He kind of follows and stuff like that. And again, it's very, very backwards kind of thing. But at the same time, he's very, very hypocritical because he's involved in the kind of crime element, stuff like that. He's kind of, we then find out throughout the series, throughout the episodes, that he's kind of helping a militia kind of arm itself and stuff like that. So again, he's not that kind of quote unquote like righteous, so to speak, kind of thing. You have a detective played by a Native American woman, and I think her name's Detective Olmsted. Great character, great actor, and she's trying to kind of piece together what happens. And the kind of the opening kind of inciting incident, so to speak, is Dorothy Lyon. Dorothy Lyon is kind of abducted from her home, and basically it's a kind of a kidnap attempt, so to speak, where they try and get her, these two guys, and they fail miserably. Like one guy gets his face burnt off, the other guy gets kind of his ear basically cut off, kind of thing, and it's an amazing set piece. And the show kind of then builds upon that, and that then goes to kind of a chase, like across that county, where they go all the way to like a petrol station where there's a shootout there, and a cop played by the great Lamorne Morris from New Girl and stuff like that, and he's basically the police officer who kind of goes to the scene, and he kind of gets shot. He's in a kind of firefight. He kind of sees that Dorothy knows what she's doing, kind of thing. She can defend herself, stuff like that, and he can't believe it. And basically she runs away, eventually gets home, and then pretends to her husband that nothing's happened. And then you have the kind of authorities trying to work out what's happening, talking to the family, talking to Jennifer Jason Leigh's character to try and find out what's happening. She does not care about law enforcement and that kind of thing, and she's trying to sort out her own way. And the main reveal that we get in the show is that the John Hamm character, the Sheriff Roy Tillman, is the husband of Dorothy Lyon, and obviously she was with him before she was with Wayne. And then we find out that he was a very, very abusive person, stuff like that. And we kind of understand that from his relationship with his current wife and stuff like that, and how he talks about how he breaks a woman down and stuff like that to get them to do what he wants and all that kind of stuff. So it's a very, very interesting story. It's got so many different threads going, where we have this kind of horrible, evil character / abuser in Roy Tillman, played by John Hamm, who has a kind of nipple rings and is a very, very eccentric character. You have obviously Dorothy Lyon trying to escape him and stuff like that. You have Wayne Lyon, who is a very, very kind of kind-hearted, very, very beta male, for want of another expression, kind of thing. You have Detective Olmsted, who is trying to make ends meet, who's in big debt, kind of thing, and then subsequently gets an offer from the Jennifer Jason Leigh character to basically work for her, kind of thing, and then take her debts down and stuff like that, and manage them properly, all that kind of stuff. You have Dave Foley, the great Dave Foley, playing a character who's basically the kind of fixer for the Jennifer Jason Leigh character, called Danish Graves, one of the best names I've ever heard of. And yeah, it's just a really, really great TV show. I do not know where it's going to go. I'm 5 episodes in. I'm having loads of fun with it, and I'll definitely recommend for you guys to watch it. I'm hoping that me and the guys can be able to talk about it in a kind of season review capacity, and I can't wait, guys. And this show is outstanding. It's shot really well. The action set pieces are done fantastically. The direction is fantastic. The scripts are fantastic. The dialogue is sharp. The Minnesota nice aspect of it, and how that part of the world kind of engage and interact with each other, is really, really captured well. Overall, this show is like really, really great. And again, obviously, spoiler, it's in my top 5 of best TV shows of the year, even though it hasn't finished yet. So that should tell you everything you need to know. So make sure you watch it. I will let you guys go for now, and I will catch you next time. So make sure you like, favorite, subscribe. Oh my god, I did the favorite thing again. These guys are gonna kill me once they hear this. But yeah, just subscribe, like, comment, engage with us. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Letterboxd, Instagram. We're on every single social you can imagine. So yeah, guys, I will see you soon. Peace.